Okay, we're here. So as usual, it's JD live. I'm here to talk about app.postgresql.org, which is a wonderful resource. It's great for Ubuntu and Debian users, but they do things a little differently than standard Ubuntu or Debian, which breaks a few things. It's been reported in the past, and the community disagrees. You know, this isn't about blame. Hold on, they disagree about whether or not it's a mistake that they're doing it. Whether or not that's right or wrong, the long and short of it is the way they're doing it breaks things. And since they're breaking, and there goes Batman. And because of this, it causes some frustration for people who are used to doing things a certain way. And I'm going to give you an example. Let's bounce over to a clean VM, let's do that. Bounce over to clean VM. Here's our clean VM. You should all see this now. Yeah, okay, so this is my Smart Waffle VM. There is, as you can see, PGXN client is installed. If you guys don't know what PGXN is, you're missing out. PGXN is the extension network for Postgres, kind of like CPAN for Perl, but instead it's for Postgres. Here, I'll give you an example. Let's change what we're sharing here to my web browser. If I go over here and we go PGXN, oops, yes, I run Ubuntu, pgxn.org, here it is. I'm not going to go into installing this, but it's very cool. Lots of extensions and things that you can use with Postgres that a lot of people don't even know exist if you know how. Anyway, back to what we were talking about here. If I go back to my VM here, here's my VM, and I say, okay, I need Postgres. This is a standard, clean, precise. That's Ubuntu 12.04, which is an LTS release. I'm assuming that Trusty, which just came out, will behave the same way. But precise comes with PostgreSQL 9.1, as you can see on my screen here. I'm going to install everything that I need for Postgres to run. Some of you might be used to running readline, but libedit is the default for licensing issues. And here we go. So put in my sudo password, say yes. Starting Postgres 5432, everything's happy. La da da da. Yes, that pgdg.old is on purpose. It's part of the showing of how things break. Here you go. Now let's test this. -u Postgres, SQL-u Postgres. I'm in. Ta-da! Okay, Postgres is running 9.1.14, which honestly I don't even know if that's the most current version because I don't run 9.1 in production anymore. I try to get everybody to run 9.2 or above. If you're not running 9.2 or above, upgrade. Anytime you attend any of my talks at any conferences, it'll be the same thing. Just upgrade if you're below 9.2. So I'm going to quit this, and I'm going to stop PostgreSQL, and I'm going to remove it. So apt-get auto remove purge. Purge is to make sure that everything is gone. Oh, actually, I'm not going to remove it. I apologize. I need to show you something first. If I go here and start it back up, where is it? Sudo etc init.d PostgreSQL start, and I say pgxn client install pgrepack. Now, what is pgrepack? Pgrepack is an extension that when you install it, you can install it against a table and execute some functions that will allow you to live compact that particular table if it's highly bloated. It's very useful. It's great in situations where you need to clean up after doing mass deletes and things like that, but you can't take an outage. There are some catches and caveats to it, but it works very well. Give it a shot sometime. But here's an example. We install. Oops. Oh, I might need to be root or Postgres, wouldn't you imagine? So we'll do root npm client install pg repack. As you can tell, there's no script here. I'm just working. Okay, everything looks good. It's doing what it's supposed to do. So we'll do this dash u Postgres psql dash u Postgres. Then we say create extension pg repack. Everything's good. It's clean. Okay, we're all is good and happy in happy land. So we do that, and then I'm going to stop Postgres, and I'm going to remove it. This is going to remove everything except a couple of directories because I installed that extension. As you can see, not empty, so not removed. And just to be sure, I'm going to remove rm-rf PostgreSQL and on share and lib. And just to prove to you that there's no other, see there's Postgres common, but the etc PostgreSQL directory in etc, which is where they keep the conf files, is all gone. So there's nothing, okay? You must install at least one PostgreSQL client version. So it's all gone. We saw that PG repack worked just fine. So now we go to apt sources, oops, list.d. Okay, there you can see my pgdg.old. I got this from here, which is where, here we go. Okay, so this is where we get this. I created a file, added that line, made sure I had precise. I added the key. This was all done ahead of time, so we didn't have to worry about it. And then we'll go back to that. All right, so we're going to move pgdg.old to pgdg.list. I'm going to do an apt-get update. Okay, apt-get update is done. Instead of auto remove, we will install 9.2 to make sure that we are actually pulling from PostgreSQL Global Development Group. And we're going, we're going, we're going, we're going, we're cruising, we're cruising, we're cruising, we're cruising, we're going, we're going, we're going, we're going, we're cruising, 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 cruising. Hey, you think I'm bad? You should go see Stephen Frost's talks. Okay, so we're all installed. It's running again on 5432. Let's prove it. Dash u Postgres, psql dash u Postgres. Boom, there's your banner, 9.2.9. So now let's use pgxn again to install the same PG repack. Boom, fails. This is reproducible over and over and over and over. I have suggested here, whoops, I should probably share the right screen. I have suggested here that we change it, that we fix it. They don't agree, but others have piped up as well and said that this is a little sketchy. And this is not to take away from the work that they're doing. I know they're doing good work. I know it's hard work. It's in a lot of ways thankless work. But needless to say, if we're going to package something, we should package it correctly so that it doesn't break expected behavior. pgxn not working with packages from app.postgresql.org is not expected behavior because pgxn is the PostgreSQL extension network. And it's not some obscure project. It's not out there like, I don't know, the Go driver for Postgres. It's an actual established way of doing things, and I think that we need to make sure that it works correctly. Anyway, that's all I have to say on this matter. I hope you found it useful. Now you know why it's not working. For the record, I try to install it by hand as well versus just using PGXN client, and it still fails. Again, this is completely reproducible. Have at it. And if you have any questions, go ahead and post to the thread, or whatever it takes. Hope you guys had an educational moment, and I'll be back to rant later.